Identity in Action. It's a post that I wrote about a year ago on identity. It starts off with the quote by Muhammad Ali that says, "It isn't the mountains ahead that you have to climb that'll wear you out, but the pebbles in your shoe." Mountains that motivate. Our minds are incredible, no less the ideas that they generate. Dreamers often come up with elaborate, fantastic, grand ideas of what the future might hold. Proverbial mountains we dream of one day ascending. Listen to a dreamer express these ideas that they wish to carry out, and you can watch their eyes light up. They become energized by these dreams, and they don't lack any confidence when spouting them off. The bigger the dream, or the higher the mountain, the more energy that's felt. It's not the height of the mountain that keeps us stuck. Our confidence begins to dwindle as soon as that little voice of doubt enters into our minds. Mind the little things. This little voice of doubt is that pebble in our shoe that wears us out, making any step we take towards these dreams painful and the mountaintop impossible. We stand at the bottom of the mountain in readiness when suddenly the thought, "I'm no mountain climber," pops into our heads. And then another thought, just like it, to back it up. Every reason that we have for not calling ourselves mountain climbers comes to mind. These thoughts pile on, and their accumulation stops us from ever attempting to climb. You'll know when you start. People fear the unknown. When we attempt something new, our egos scream at us to stop. And that's to maintain the identity that we're familiar with. The ego is rigid and wants to shape your identity hard and fast and unchangeable. We learn, however, by doing. And we don't just learn what we're doing, we also learn who we are. In this sense, you can be more because you can do more. And because of this, in order to grow, we must overcome that fear of the unknown. Our habits, or what we do, and our identity, who we are intricately linked. The relationship between our habits and our identity is not only hard to break free from, but it can be even hard to notice. Be aware of the pebble. Life change takes action on our part. When we begin a new activity and stick with it long enough for it to become a habit, our brains make new neural connections. What this means is we literally change from the inside out. Our brains are making new connections. Our brains are making physical pathways when new habits are formed and new skills are learned. All this is good to know, but how does it help us act? Removing the doubt that can permeate our thoughts and our minds and keep us from action is not quite as simple as just removing a pebble from your shoe. The idea is to become aware that the pebble is the problem. The height of the mountain can only be reached when you start to climb. And climbing is an action, it's not the outcome. When we begin with the activity, we'll change from the inside out, even developing new identities. It begins with identifying the problem, then accepting that doubt can only be overcome by doing.